afternoon, I'm Colton Stone.
And I'm Maddie Essay, and this is ACMM News. After 14 years as the Nebraska women's basketball head coach, Connie Yori has resigned. For the past 2 months, the Nebraska Athletic Department has been investigating Yori after allegations of her mistreating players. Yori has denied any wrongdoing, and the NCAA is not investigating because there is no evidence of NCAA rule violations. Nebraska has already hired Amy Williams as her replacement. Williams played at Nebraska from 1994 to 1998 and was previously the head coach of the women's basketball team at the University of South Dakota.
The NCAA has shut down satellite camps effective immediately with a ruling by the Division I Council that requires FBS programs to conduct all clinics at school facilities or facilities regularly used for practice or competition. Satellite camps rose to prominence over the past year as several programs, notably Michigan and others from the Big Ten, conducted camps in the South and regions rich in recruiting prospects. The ruling is effectively a win for the SEC and ACC, which had banned their coaches from working camps at destinations outside a 50-mile radius from their schools. The Big Ten was the only Power 5 conference that was in favor of satellite camps, a source told ESPN. News later broke that the Pac-12 considered voting in favor of the camps, but voted against because they thought the other conferences were doing the same. Next up is reporter Allie Dorn with a story on 2 Husker swimmers.
I've been swimming ever since I was 12 years old, so a total of 8 years now.
I've been swimming competitively since I was like 7. I did like a bunch of little fun swimming before that, but really competitive at 7, and then got to a higher level when I was 13 when I made my first nationals.
Jordan and Cassie travel far to be Husker swimmers. Jordan comes from New Mexico and Cassie comes from Canada.
My best event is the 100 back, and my best time is 103.31, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I also do a little bit of freestyle, like the tuner free, and I go like a 150 point something, but yeah.
So my best event is a 200-meter breaststroke, but I also swim the 100-meter breaststroke and the 200 IM. The 200 IM is my secondary event, but my best is the 200-meter breaststroke.
I think the hardest thing about being a student athlete is the time commitment and time management, is trying to manage your school and your practices and trying to succeed well in all of those areas, and also being involved within the community and also working towards, like, if you have a grad school goal or something like that. So I think it really helps you in the long run with life, but it's also really hard at the time to manage everything that's going on at the same time.
Being a student athlete is a lot of work. The swim team practices twice a day, 6 hours a day, plus classes and their homework.
I would have to say my favorite thing about being a Husker athlete is the support that we get here at Nebraska. It's unlike any other university. That's one of the reasons why I chose Nebraska over the other schools that I visited. You have so much support. Everyone here is, cheering for you, and all the athletes that you are friends with have like the same goals as you.
Honestly, it'd be really hard to pick just one thing. I think just the environment alone and all the people that you meet, like there's no place like Nebraska where you're going to find so many dedicated student athletes, and just even like people every day that you're going to meet here, that just makes every day like something new and exciting.
So this summer, at the end of June through early July, I will be competing at USA Olympic Trials in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm super excited.
The 2-time national champion, Husker Jordan Burroughs, has clinched his spot on the 2016 Olympic wrestling team. Burroughs, a 3-time world champion and defending Olympic gold medalist, rolled past Andrew Howe 9-3 and 10-0 in a best-of-3 final series. He is considered by many the best pound-for-pound freestyle wrestler in the world, and will be a heavy favorite to repeat as an Olympic champion in the 74-kilogram class in August.
This year marks the 38th annual Lincoln Marathon. The Lincoln National Guard Marathon and Half Marathon is one of the largest events in the nation, put on completely by volunteers, and the Lincoln Track Club is still looking for volunteers for this year's race. The race is capped at 13,500 participants, and all bibs have been sold. The marathon is scheduled for May 1st, so good luck to all the runners participating. Now let's go to Allie with the weather.
Good afternoon. The weather has finally warmed up. The east half of the United States has sunny skies, while the Midwest has